to see how that works on the attack side. Already taking up the A main space. GX did well to defend this position before against Snarvy, and in the corner early, Ara has a huge chance to strike. It is just 2 to kick things off though, and that will put GX on the back foot.
Just for a moment, player advantage still, as the players of Team Liquid Academy are going to force themselves in towards backside for a post plant. This seems to be the correct decision, but Grubinho could give himself away here.
Hungry for one more, it seems. Paranoia going to hit a couple of members on the Liquid side. It's Proxh that goes down eventually, and it's a very favourable exchange for GX.
Yeah, now look at them. Proactive, moving up towards heaven. Need to be careful now of this position, Team Liquid, as they take CT. Realistically, if they allow GX to go and take that site, it could have been awkward, but instead, back towards CT.
Oh, WanZeru just misses the timing. And when you thought that Liquid Academy had missed the boat at getting the plant in here scot-free,
30 seconds
they're going to walk away with a fully vacant A site. Mistic's tap has called the GX players back towards this side of the map, so they're playing on a timer now, but finally the captain will stick it.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, Hazard, because you're looking at Grubby. He's walked all the way around to A main.
Late flank coming in, so it falls to the shoulders of Westside. WanZeru early insert, trademark beneath the feet of the pole. Giving away a few steps as to where he is retaking from, so Mistic joins up with his teammate for good measure. About halfway gone on the spike now here already, and finally we have the first action between the two. In the 2-on-2, it's down to Grubby and WanZeru now. Defuse on towards half, Grubby gonna get it, just baiting out this next peek from WanZeru, but in a flurry of taps, it takes a while for him to, and the off-season is such a key part of that.
It is. So players now start to begin to scale out. The shots from Rex good, so we'll catch out Ara, but Cloud at the same time just dropped into sight, and there's no real returns from this. There's players everywhere from GX, and a real chance to win the round. That's just problems that Team Liquid Academy had yesterday, and they continue to pop up.
Grubby again flanking, the pistols popping off for GX here. It's going to be a crazy second round win, and you look at Rex, he's only picked up the sniper.
Yeah, hasn't opted for it yet though, wants to use that ghost. And remember, Spike still in GIANTX's hands. That's the real issues here, as Westside does have the Headhunter still available. And in a 2 versus 1, you actually favour the defender's side, the one who lost the pistol round as they come through, although heading into Rex's crosshairs, maybe not advisable.
30 seconds left.
Needs to clutch this one up. A big round to try and win out, because GIANTX will be straight back in this. But a reposition from Westside is awkward. Rex going round.
Here is an opportunity. Just 2 players on the A site.
Well, nothing to lose. Do Team Liquid Academy have on this round? Considering the economy, Cloud though can't put the players down in front of them. So at a 4-2 advantage, Team Liquid Academy are ready to retort.
Yeah, it's happening again. Ara has the refract, needs to find something here, and denied.
Yeah, forced back. Flickless, though, does only get one of the low players. The last 2 remaining for GIANTX want to try and drop out heaven, but there's a player below, it's Proxh. His classic getting to work. So a 2 versus 1 now. Rex low, and already hitting a martial shot. Ara now within 1 bullet, 2 bullet range.
But look at the rotations from GX. They were ready for this because of their deep dive on B. The numbers are here, and the pistols are landing shots. Surely not again. Cloud with a couple. Grubby also involved and in on the act. He will double up as well.
And they're going to respect this. The ultimate from the wheelie, not good enough to deny Grubby from trying to get on towards the angle, and he is able to get the entry here.
And WanZeru couldn't path correctly, couldn't get on top of the box. It's bought time, and GX are here.
Yeah, that's the art. Now 3 bodies strong, and Grubby the one who's continuing to feature in the kill feed. GX now having to try and dodge the ultimates that is being thrown by Team Liquid Academy. And in the end, they end up 3 players to the good, with just Mistic having to clutch up a 2nd round in a row.
Liquid Academy invested 2 big ults into this. on both the Waylay and the Teho.
From GIANTX in terms of being able to grab those kills, as Cloud looks to play as an anti-position, anti-flash, but not one that provides any value. You can see westside want to take his timing, but it's Proxh at the top of sight, as well as GSR that is holding things down. GIANTX trying to force things a little bit too much, and that's going to allow for
continues to encroach on the B site with the ult committed. You can see it is Flickless forced out of position. Ara goes down, and on re-entry, death on arrival. 5 versus 3 for Liquid Academy. Looks like GX still want to give this a go.
Yeah, 3 players now combining in towards CT. There's not much in terms of ultimates, and having to retake with a tour de force will be awkward.
The double smokes for Liquid as well, just locking GX out of line of sight. Great util combo in the new box to just rid WanZeru off position. Grubby doubling up, in fact, and now just one man down. GX still fancying themselves to win this round, and it's Grubby who was the
Lord. To the heavens above. To identify exactly where that chamber was.
Ooh.
So now Ara tries to be proactive himself.
In terms of the plan creation, it's really difficult here for Liquid, as they've already dropped a whole host of members and are now forced into an execute with their hands tied. Westside getting another. A 2 versus 5 on the table if they can get past here.
It's a big if. I mean, the spike has managed to get into a successful position to be planted, and it will be attempted. So 2 versus 5 now as the players try to come back in, but it's good util. It's all up to Mistic, which you won't even...
And here already, advanced position in mid as Liquid look for this backstab, and it's snuffed out.
Yeah, this is really, really nice. Grubinho just holding on and being well aware of what's going on, but it's the elsewhere you've got to be worrying about. Heaven, for instance, where that Waylay ultimate did go down. And even on top of that, you can see now Team Liquid Academy wanting to hold on to this vent space.
Yeah, nice expansive control for Liquid Academy here. A good post plant, and with a molly to just stop the cross. GX have work to do, but combos to try and unlock this.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're going for, to open things up. Rex, though, lucky to be alive. The flash almost working in favour. Unbelievable stuff as the players work together. GSR now, what do you have?
Studio. Liquid winning the pistol in the last, of course. They desperately need this one, but Ara's gone overlooked. Doesn't quite seize the opportunity at the first time of asking, but walking away with 2 is a positive exchange for the attack.
Yeah, Proxh able to at least keep his life, though, so the Omen up and available to drop smokes when and where needed. And there is obviously Grubby, who's taken a bit of damage as well. Same time, though, Team Liquid Academy, they look elsewhere.
Ooh, middle, and Westside nails the shot. The head of Proxh peeking out, and not long for this world. GSR can still find a timing through middle here, potentially. I think Westside is aware of it.
So the spike down.
Spike planted.
GSR hopes to try and catch Westside off guard. The first Hunter bullet has signalled a warning shot, but the rest of GIANTX are looking to collapse upon this, and in the end it ends up easy. So Mistic once again,
and Flickless' stun plays an important piece in how this is set up, but actually Cloud has managed to find timing. Already into connector.
Ooh.
Liquid fighting forwards onto the main players though, and it's through GSR again that results come. Cloud is going to pick up 1 kill at the very least, but it just doesn't feel like there's enough time to make this a possibility. Westside another, keeps it in the realms, and is looking to secure the plant. Just about has enough time to get it in, but the paranoia. So GX now grouping up to take this B site with the Waylay ult. It's Flickless to find first though, and it is GSR that goes down.
Yeah, that's a little awkward, to be honest. That's not a fight you wanted to go the way of GIANTX, because that's a big flash and delay coming through the Waylay ultimate as Rex tries to pop out the smoke, and it's really easy in the end. It's just target practice. So Spike goes down, and
decision making for Liquid more than anything else, because it does different kettle of fish, and whichever way you spin it, GX have impressed. WanZeru himself in days gone by, but today in the semi-final, it doesn't seem to be the kind of appearance he'd be looking for. GX starting to go through the motions, and Liquid just can't move the needle. Ara still going and not stopping.
Be right back.
Blow after blow. 3 already on the round. Denied the ace before from Cloud, and might just be looking for one of his own here. Rest of Liquid walking back in. Proxh picking up 1 at the very least. But GX on the warpath now.
Yeah, I mean, there is a flank coming through from Cloud and mid, so Team Liquid Academy need to be careful.
All of the win conditions set up. The util belt emptied from Mistic. Still no result as it sits 4v2. I think to build on what you were saying, at least, about the individuals, they are going to perform better on the agents of their selection. And so with WanZeru already on the board,
Yeah.
prowling down B-Long as he so often did, haunting the nightmares of Foot yesterday. GX forced to respond early. They have matched this rotation, sorry.
Yeah, that they have. Well, with that smoke dropping, they're matching in terms of the kills right now as they keep themselves in front. GSR still the one to do so. Heal not up for another 15 seconds, and Grubby is on this flank. Something that Team Liquid Academy should expect.
Reposition in back halls, though, means that at least the first on GSR should be easy.
One enemy remaining.
And it is. So now we look towards Rek. Yeah, also taking arc control. Westside traded out there.
See, GX should be happy to give up this space because of the positioning of our... Have deep presence that is going to be difficult for Liquid to try and clear out.
Well, the Prowler held, and it's all about Ara and what time he activates as the KO. So we can see deep. It's taking his time coming back in. So with that spike down, Team Liquid Academy clear out A main, and this post plan gets ever stronger. At least Flickless one back in the conversation.
Flickless just has to play the time here and get the rest of the GX members involved, but as that time bank is bought into, there is another flank coming in from Liquid Academy.
Yeah, another layer to try and deal with if you're GIANTX. It's GSR, though, who gets cleared out by Grubby, so the numbers now a little bit thinner, and Flickless, the player to make them even worse. And you see the spike plan, it's actually not for Proxh, who is so deep.
Full stick.
It's just going to be easy as that in the end.
Wanting to force the issue and clear out Ara, but he gets two! Sprays through the bodies of Rex and WanZeru. GSR the only one to put it to a stop, and you wonder how close he is towards the res. It's not close enough.
Yeah, I mean, what, you need 3 kills plus a spike plant. Not really going to happen in this round, let's be honest, considering the body's still alive for GIANTX at this point. Flickless providing a distraction for Cloud to activate, and that's spike in no man's land.
Another one of those rounds where Liquid Academy back to the wall. Don't know what it is they have to do, what they need to change to fix things for themselves. GSR ever consistent in the feed. But Flickless finds his man, and so Mistic has been a real difficulty for them so far. WanZeru with some extended presence on B. Cloud's got to be careful here.
Yeah, I completely missed out. Like ships in the night knows, Cloud does look to go towards CT for a moment. But he is wrapping all the way around. Engagement's happening all over the map. And Rex getting another one onto Flickless. Cloud not considering the O route. And that site unlocked.
Brilliant work from Liquid Academy. Oh, Rex needed that one, though. It's allowed a chance for them to get back in here between Westside and Grubby.
Yeah, but at the same time, Rex did part with a lot of damage. Nice work from Grubby. Puts this into contention because WanZeru is down to 60 points of health. A TP to long and Westside doubts it. Still distracted by CT. But as he looks to main, and Team Liquid Academy be feeling a bit pushed to execute here, has he?
Yeah, but the overdrive out of play, just the pistols on the retake. Liquid have put a wedge between the two teams.
Well, a cosmic divide of their own for GIANTX is going to be a real issue.
Yeah, and they've not been able to plant here either, Liquid, so they've lost a lot of that space that they were holding on to.
So GIANTX with the tools to come back in here, and one of which is actually going to be the Hunter's Fury early on, and it's GIANTX to fill the kill feed. You can see GSR trying his best, but Rex is the one who comes out on top. 2 of his own, leaves just GSR with it all to do. A heal and a res. That's what he has to try and be the difference maker, and instead identify.
That's a shocker. GX queued up here to halt this art push from Liquid Academy on the rifle. Such an imperative round for them to pick up and even push to the pistols. Grubby is there at backside as a safe pair of hands. A 1 versus, as we were speaking, just waiting a moment. And the contact piece set up and the util pouring out. Rex finding a kill in the meantime towards the A site.
Where's GSR off to?
Deep deposit. walks all the way through, and it's going to have the better of Flickless here. Goal wasn't up, but Flickless renders it in time. And the rest of the Liquid playing chase to the space which was initially taken.
Yeah, but Rex is here to try and hold on to that, be the foundation to what this round is. What a shot from Rex!
So crucial that he finds the kills when Ara got on the line first. The op not finding all too much. And GX ineffective to these Liquid pushes. Let off the leash in round number 10. Finally taking a turn, perhaps. That's if Cloud can't find something to say about this. Westside was converging in from the opposite side. Oh, there is information there for Cloud. He's just overwhelmed with this open plant. So Rex is going to race it. Liquid congregating towards B behind the smoke. The execution coming in, and Cloud finding one before it does drop. Oh, Mistic on the opening pick. WanZeru trading. It's a brawl on B. But Liquid get the better of it.
Yeah, they are ahead for the moment, but as the spike goes down, you can see GIANTX ready now for the retake.
Ara wanted something on the cross. Liquid, in fact, still posing a threat here to look for a little more. Ara finding the shot he wants, and it's Rex again who has to deliver the goods. Flash in the face of Ara. This op only needs one bullet. And GX have been pretty liberal, happy to give it away. B-Fake coming in, baits out the null command.
That's it, and brings players somewhat across, and I mean straight through here in towards mid. WanZeru also pulling more and more towards his position and buying time for the rest of the pack to get into spot, and they're very quick to do so.
Cloud looking for the res, but Flickless brought to his knees, is going to drop. Vizalt comes in, but unperturbed by this is Ara.
Yeah, he does have his ultimate, and that operator does get brought offline, but you're looking at Grubby now to be the real difference maker. Cosmic Divide in.
Difficult retake for them, even more difficult with both of these walls now in play. The stage on the Liquid side, the most important, and well, Grubby's going to get one on the way back through. It is such
at the back of this. They do take the KG out though, and Rex wants to go further and clear Grubinho, so now wherever the main push is, it's going to be easily red now for Team Liquid Academy.
4 out of 6 pistols yesterday, and another one here keeps them in the game. Liquid getting over to A.
And Ara able to at least get one back here. It's a 2 versus 4, one which doesn't start off terribly.
Sarah on the way back in has a lot to find though, and doesn't. 1 versus 1.
And now this is going to be a big one. Cloudo running, Outlaw, and he's repositioned what looks to be correct. Does get taken off guard by Cloudo, and while one shot connects, it will be him to get taken out. So GSR Sheriff now laid up to try and get a kill. Is successful, but it wasn't the low player. It was a headshot, clean. Ara maybe a bit too overeager, and that spike in no man's land. Difficult to try and get back. But Team Liquid Academy do not want to contest. But if you're GX, do you expect 3?
We know Liquid did like to make this move in maps gone by.
30 seconds.
Kind of hoping that GX would gain some extra space for themselves, but they haven't.
Well, that's all 3 players just seen by Grubby. At least a minimum of 2. As you see the reposition of Westside, the KG under heaven. Tries to pop his nades to buy himself time, but no one giving him anything, and he knows there's a lot of targets.
Riding the clutch, and there's coasting. GX have to make an incision, and they're doing it on Rex, and Flickless is going to pick it up.
Nice little set piece there. GSR pushed back from taking any engagements. And you look at B, it's pretty much open, right? Proxh trying to play from heaven where he's smoked off from.
There is still a res available for Liquid Academy here, though, so they can find a way to get numbers back on side when GSR re-clears alley, and no clear priorities from GX other than an on-site post plant.
With the spike down, you can see GSR does have that resurrection, which he'll be looking to come back in and use on Rex. Exactly the case. So 5 versus 5. I don't know if Rex actually still has his rifle. Probably GX have picked that up, and yes, he is on just a pistol.
That spike has been ticking for some time now. Liquid need the answers, and it's Ara that's finding them for GX on the opposite side. Mistic won in the conversation, but the health pool dwindling. GSR reaching into his pockets for a heal. But is there anyone that can save Liquid now? Westside with another, and the writing was on the wall, but still you don't expect it. Up in lights. It's been all Ara right now, and even Rex, the best that Liquid have to offer, will melt under the pressure. Ooh, optimistic choice there from Flickless to be looking for the orb, as GSR is unrelenting in his own efforts. Maybe he wants to go for a challenge on Ara. Westside turning his head at just the wrong moment, but catches WanZeru sleeping. And with that Mistic, a 1 versus 2 afforded to him an opportunity, a better one than maybe he's seen so far in this series. But still, it's making that first breakthrough that is most difficult. And it looks like Ara has him dead to rights. He doesn't, but does get out.
Yeah, able to escape. 2 lane. Both players actually isolated from one another. But I like the fact that Ara plays really far back and not really wanting to engage, giving him a chance to trade out Cloud if it comes down to it.
Just dipping into the drone, and the fact that GX do split up is better for them here. Mistic has so much to clear, and with that plant out in the open, the smoke at the very least gives him cover, but you're expecting the ult here from Cloud to slow things down. Steps have been heard, so no reason to wager operator.
Oh, Ara just caught there as well, and the first, again, couple engagements going the way of one team, and that's Team Liquid Academy. That Spike now looking to transition, and we've seen a few times where GIANTX are able to fight the way back from a disadvantage. Yeah, it won't happen this time. Grubby has well and truly...
Oh, nice shots from Proxh through the wall as well. Westside, such a big early loss. That's the backline control gone, and Liquid continuing to apply pressure. The real difference for me is just the fact they're winning every one.
Yeah.
GX aren't getting a single foot in the conversation.
Yeah, the coin flips are not so 50-50 anymore. And when you're hitting shots like that, Proxh, a nice adjustment after the initial spray.
I think more than anything, it's just the confidence building for Liquid. They can't put a foot wrong.
And the question is if this momentum continues like it has been, what does map 3 look WanZeru has to play with?
Finds the shot again.
So with Cloud left and A main, a dimensional drift used to try and see where the rest of the forces are, and all 3 seen. So WanZeru gives that information, and all the players begin to rotate.
Are on site in the smoke already. Liquid forces gathering on their way back through spawn. A reveal onto his position makes it so difficult. Proxh forced to drop back into secret, but the numbers are here and ready for this retake. Ult in from Liquid. Everything on the line for them to take this one home. And it's Mistic now, starting to make it happen.
There's a Cosmic Divide as well that's going to be used at the perfect time.
And the flash just doesn't capitalize for GX either. So Liquid can start working on this, and it's all a mental timing for GX. Both shocks land, but the player's not dropped. Rex trying to stick it, and Mistic picking up the pieces. Liquid will send us to a decider.
Team Liquid Academy getting all the audibles. There's 4 players to try and contest Westside.
Westside is going to give it up, though. Liquid won't, on the other hand. Brilliant paranoia to set up the second fight. It's one which Mistic will take himself. A trap crossing the site for rexxtoned. Doesn't want to overexert himself here. Has to play passive as the rest of the team is chasing this up into Garage. And that's where Proxh will strike. A 5 versus 2 for Liquid. Picked up so many pistols already in this competition. And it looks like this one might just be another on the tally. There.
It's going to be GIANTX to win out the first duel, but the activation comes through, and GIANTX are still keeping themselves in front. They know exactly what they're up against. As Mistic does try and TP out, he is only on a Sheriff, and unfortunately gives himself up.
Overstays his welcome.
Pop of his own trip does give up everything, so GS are very quick, and there's a rifle at his feet, picks it up, Grubby close by. He has seen the Astra, but can't quite get onto the angle just yet. waiting for the opportunity, does take out the Astra. Spike is successful in going down though.
It's right in the corner of sight though, boxed in right now at GX, even with numbers.
Yeah, but you know they're good for a brawl.
Hang on!
They don't consider the garage position that Rex had taken up. Flickless now in a 1 versus 2. I mean, Rex still on a Spectre, and Flickless perhaps about to walk into it. Here's the steps, looks towards the left, the confirmation through the drone is lovely. It's all about getting this last
With
kill.
that common drone, WanZeru is the canary in the coal mine on C, but it is a B play through the middle of the map, and so Liquid do lose a lot of that valuable positioning that they had.
Yeah, Rex just under fire there towards C-Link and has called for support, and that's where the neon of WanZeru has gone. A stack of 3 towards A-Link, so you know that GX are forced into grass. A very deep post plan, but one which could prove to be successful considering there is still a Sova ultimate in play. A Hunter's Fury should that time get low. Rex now dancing with Grubby, and it's Rex that comes out on top as well as Team Liquid Academy. Cloud able to keep it somewhat even and even get the advantage in the end. Can GX finish this out successfully? The answer is yes. Or at least create some pressure towards. Oh, I don't know about that WanZeru.
Yeah, just searching with the operator. Shoots in front of the Cyber Trap, of course, not playing from the utility there. And in this 4-on-4 situation, it is looking ever more likely that GX want C. Do Liquid play retake? Rex has opened both cages, and they're fast to make players entry on backside. The bodies are here, and the most of them logs. Looking to duel, and Liquid with initial gains, but GX turn the tide. The system is often active here, and actually, Liquid do want to make moves. And quite heavily handed it as well. Into long they go. Westside can sit in all of this in his evolved form, of course, but WanZeru still wants to go Scorched Earth, has the overdrive, chooses to use it, but Grubby's wraparound might just be the dagger.
It's Rex to come back in though, 1 versus 2.
Out of the smoke, he is going to find the first. Neural Theft to confirm the second. Does Cloud want to play a fake? Or is he fully committed to this rotation? It's the fake.
And Rex has bought it, hook, line and sinker. Cloud waiting to see if the player was coming from behind. He isn't. So they're both probably going to meet on B. Considering the amount of traps on C, it's going to be difficult to get through that, and you're playing into Rex's playground.
This is exactly where Rex has to play from. Has the cam and the info towards C. This is the one lane that he can't quite control. Still not aware of each other's presence, but Rex will be there for Cloud. He peeks back through, quickly turned. Rex doesn't know! He is the solo hold of long.
He is. And he's the first one out. Great shots. And takes out the Sova, the clearing. Does go for the TP, tries to bait it out, and Ara doesn't consider. Mistic once again from C-Long tries to make the play and tries to hold on to an important piece of the map as Proxh gets one of his own. Mistic does a dance through the smoke, but it's WanZeru who's first on site, dipping out and allow Grubby to play first.
Mistic has bought so much time for the rest of his team. Now a 2 versus 1 for Liquid.
It's Rex to walk up first. Spike successful. Grubby going into his cosmic form. And post setup that we've seen from him.
Even with the deep information on A through Mistic, this rotation is a little late. WanZeru holding on to the Odin, starting to spam through the box, and then he finds the double kill. Dashes away from the shock in time, and here is Proxh to support. Low HP on WanZeru, the rest of them dead and buried.
Oh, flank. Look at Mistic, he's used his Omen ultimate. Can he get into position in time?
That's the problem. The pit's gone up though, Cairo, and that really limits what Mistic would have been able to do had he not already given away his position through spam. A 1 versus 3 for the in-game leader.
Yeah, there is something that he can do though. He can use the pit to his advantage because it almost is working like a smoke, right? There's only one player towards backside. That's the only player that can really fight Mistic.
Puts the smoke up top, fakes the TP. Would need to take a second to make his way out, so GX aren't falling for this one at all. Mistic does pick up the first, but the Viper's still in play and just not enough.
No distraction.
Nice from Proxh. Does pick up at least one here, and Flickless being lost would stop any passive control that the attack could have.
And that
The rest of Liquid Academy are ready for this C push.
There they are, nice shots, and Team Liquid Academy respond very quickly with Grubby. Nowhere near this one. Spike on C long. Has to divide and conquer. GSR up on plat, the first one to take contact, and Grubby gets a chance at this, but it's not the nicest or prettiest to look. Well, we can come back to the conversation I was about to have, as we're going to get a Hunter's Fury thrown straight in, and it's going to be Cloud just to throw one back in GSR's face, and GIANTX to straight away. Oh, WanZeru does find a chance and gets one kill, but we've got to be looking at Mistic and the deposit he's in.
Really nice bait for this one, actually. And it looks like Rex is going to find a timing here too. He does. Now a 3-on-3, Cairo. It has very quickly changed. GX looking a little indecisive and having the numbers run against them now.
Well, with the decision being made, though, they're on towards A, where Team Liquid Academy are the quickest. Fast lane to try and break out of CT, but one which they don't actually take, so utility used, and you've got to be looking at Ara, who could be in late. Cosmic Divide also being invested in a crossfire established between Flickless and Grubinho, but when he pops out,
getting the most reps possible. Cloud is going to forfeit control of the A site here. It's a 5-on-5 retake that we're presented with in the pistol. Liquid winning the majority of them so far in this series.
Well, with Spike planted, you can see it's like Team Liquid Academy
want
to play this on the front foot, and it's Rex in the kill feed, but GIANTX out on top, straight back in. GSR now to clutch up, and we've seen it time and time again with a sheriff in hand, but this time it's just a classic waiting for that smoke to drop. Info darts traded. Once again, Westside's Outlaw gets on early to
really pushing back now on the attack side and walking into the spike, maybe. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, this could turn the round completely on its head as Flickless finds himself in a brilliant position and even wins out. So it seems like Team Liquid Academy look to execute. They've not got the spike, and they need to try and get that one back as Flickless is escaping like a thief in the night. He might have just stole the round, and GIANTX with 40 seconds left just need to burn the clock.
Fake TP from Mistic, wants to join Proxh on B, but looks for the duel on Flickless and loses it.
That's another time where the spike has gone down in this round because of Flickless's actions. Proxh now trying to run, fight back in. And also through mid. I can't remember the last time we saw them hit in towards B, but Grubby is looking to play towards the front of site. Untradeable and gifting a rifle to his opponents makes this round a little bit interesting. Maybe more so as Liquid escape through C-Link and have left Proxh at the back of B site.
Yeah, it's detached from this, but look, GX don't want anything to do with it. They're going to save the weapons. Not give Liquid Academy a chance to have those rifles change hands and upgrade. One of the players looking for it would be Proxh. He finds Cloud. And we're back within 2. If he finds the op, that's just the cherry on the cake. Liquid are looking to go for another burst on site.
And it's Flickless once again who's caught by Proxh. A man with a renewed sense of confidence, but not one that will actually win him the fight as Flickless comes back in, trying to find a safe spot. And well, he'll end up getting found out. Ara's still on site, finding player after player. This is a triple kill on the round. GSR now has to do his best of a clutch. Still shock darts are fired off. Nobody gives him an engagement. 6 bullets in the chamber. A tough task ahead of him, but one which he will play the patient game.
Ara is low, so he's the first point of contact here. GSR waits for the dart and has the info now.
There they are.
Yeah, he's worried about where that other player could be. Westside brings out the evolution. An ultimate used, but an opportunity taken. The operator not able to snap to the target it wanted, and now Cloud tries to take the fight with just the classic. He's successful in doing so, so numbers at least even for the time being.
Just confirms no one's pushed the site, but now the second wave comes in. GX are here.
Yeah, and so are Team Liquid Academy, and so is Proxh. Cloud, though, still alive, finds space towards shot.
It's the one player with a Sheriff, the weapon he picks up. But
Towards
Arrow-
C. So GIANTX, trying to re-clear the B site, are going to be late here, allowing Team Liquid Academy to set up their post plan.
Post plant is towards spawn. GSR repositioning. We'll catch a player on the way through. But it's that 1v1 from Garage where you can see Proxh set up.
So it's on to the individuals to hit their shots as everyone approaches from a different lane and holds a different angle. Proxh, who's been the man so far, is the next one to go. So GSR, what do you
Proxh
have?
turning for Cloud as it is mid-proactivity they're going to look for. Ara punished. A slap on the wrist from WanZeru. And now the Garage re-clear comes in from the defense.
Yeah, but you look towards where that spike positioning is, and if that gets caught in transition, this could be an awkward one. So Team Liquid Academy try to open up Garage, but it could have went the either way. Still within one are the two teams, and Mistic at least able to get a concise advance, so they should know that this is going to be it. Hunter's Fury into the mix. One player was tagged, that was Cloud, but he is able, I thought for a moment to keep alive. It's not the case. From the corner is cleared. Westside can't go any better. So Team Liquid Academy keep the advantage. Spike goes down.
3 versus 2, super long rotation. Grubby wants to interrupt.
Yeah, he's going to try and flood this in. I mean, it's all up to the rifle, no utility. And does get the Cypher. Anticipated picks coming his way! It's GIANTX to stop the giant killings! And well has it. They'll go all the way to the grand final.